Widebody CL55 that I am so proud to own. This is the one that I built, the one that was wrecked, the one that I rebuilt, put the wide body on, yellow speed coilover racing suspension, removed the ABC suspension. It did not give me any problems though. I was not having problems with the ABC suspension. I removed it because, well, I know what ABC suspension does eventually. I know that you will have issues. And the fact that I put the wide body kit, which is made of fiberglass, I didn't want to have ABC issues down the road. I didn't want anything to rupture. I didn't want leaks. I didn't want failure. I didn't want busted up fenders. I know what happens when these suspensions fail. So I did a coilover swap while I had it disassembled, and it was the best thing I could have done. It makes the car suspension-wise bulletproof. Now the yellow speed coilover racing suspension is a very good suspension. It has more dialing capabilities or more fine tuning than some of the other ones out there. I believe it is 32 turns for the dampening settings. You have options between soft and hard. So it does allow a little bit more fine tuning adaptability. Of course, height adjustment, things of that nature. So it is an adjustable coilover suspension, and I do love it. After driving my SL500, which is the Silver's Neomax converted suspension, it has less fine tuning, but it is definitely a capable and comfortable suspension. So this one right here, after driving my Silver's Neomax for so long, off and on, and not driving this one as much, I see that I definitely need to dial it in a little bit more. It has a little bit more of a bounce in the rear and even in the front. So I need to firm up the front and also the rear to make it more like my SL500. It is still a good ride, but I do notice that difference. So the longer you own these cars, the more comfortable you'll get with adjusting it, and the more you would know like how to fine tune it. And so I'm very happy with this suspension. Once again, this is the Yellow Speed Racing on my 2003 CL55 wide body. So they offer it for the CL500, CL55, the CL600. I believe it works for that one too. I had to double check and get back with you on that one. That is the V12. The suspension, I believe, is the same. I'll double check. And also you have the CL65. So I'll double check with that to make sure. But definitely a very capable and well operating, well functioning, reliable suspension swap, the coilovers. So go to my website. I do sell the Yellow Speed Racing coilovers. I've done a strut master on a CL500. I was not impressed. It was uneven. I had to use spacers in the springs to make the height correct, to make it balanced from the front and the back. You do not have to do that with the adjustable. Make sure you always go adjustable when you do coilover swaps if you can. If you've already purchased strut master, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But always go with adjustable if you can do that. So again, go to my website, www.goelementautoworks.com. Check out the Yellow Speed, check out the Neomax, check out the BC Racing. I will be adding more to it, but as of right now, I'm talking about the Yellow Speed Racing on my CL55. All right, so I'll be getting back with you. I'm happy that I finally brought this car out. It's a little dusty. I haven't driven it at all since probably the fall. So I'm happy to have this thing back out again. Feels good, man. Are you gonna get over it or not? Come on, baby. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. There you go. Hey, be nice to people on the road, man. If you want people to be nice to you, just because you got a right of way don't mean it's the right thing to do. You know, be nice out here. Treat people kind, they'll treat you better. Somebody cut me off and damaged my car, man, I'm gonna be pissed off. So I'd rather give them the space, especially somebody don't know how to drive. Back up, you know what I mean? Give them space. All right, but I'll talk to you soon. I'll be in touch, man, with some more updates. Again, CL55 is back on the road, baby. Nice, nice. Just realize why I have the rear so soft. It's because it breaks traction so easily. And so if you have the rear too firm, then it won't get traction. So you have to make sure that the rear dampening setting is soft enough where the tires get a chance to grab. It's supposed to, you know, kind of sink down in the back a little bit, just so that the tires can do what tires are meant to do. This thing right here has a lot of torque. It oftentimes breaks traction. It's a lot of horsepower, and so that's why I did it. But that reaction, you know, to big dips, the front was, you know, giving way a little bit, bouncing a little bit. So I do need to firm it up. So I did. So I adjusted it 2 clicks hard. There's 2 clicks clockwise. And I think that's going to do it, because the more I drive it, it's a great feel. It's just you know, this car just has a whole different feel than the SL. The SL is a roadster. It's small. It performs and handles very tight and firm. And this is more of a plush coupe. You know, it's a 4-seater. It's a big boy. This is built on an S-Class chassis. You know, so it is a different feel. And I think I had this more set to more comfort than I had the SL, like very firm and hard. But I did, like I said, I adjusted the front 2 clicks hard, just to give it a little bit more of a, I don't want to say, let me see what's the right word for it, a predictable handling feel that doesn't overreact when you hit dips. And so you always want that front end more firm than the rear anyways. That squat that you get in the rear is expected. So when you dial in, make sure that you do get a little bit of squat and takeoff, depending on how much power you have. It is expected that the rear will dip down a little bit. It is supposed to. But if you're on the highway, you hit a big dip and it overreacts and there's a lot of bouncy feel to it, you don't want that. I hope you guys can hear me. It's very windy out here. But you don't want that back end to bounce at all. You want it to, you know, dip like it's supposed to and then stabilize quickly. So if it doesn't do that, just firm the rear end back up a little bit. But again, I think I dialed this in properly the last time I drove it. I think it's good to go. I just firmed the front end a little bit. All right. Again, Yellow Speed Coilover Racing. It's a good move. If you're having issues with your ABC and you don't want to keep putting money into it, it's a good option. I'm not telling you to get rid of ABC. I'm not telling you that this is better than ABC, but it is a good, viable option that will allow you to drive your car whenever, however you want to drive it without failure.